Today I have two W123 300 TD wagons in the shop. This white one here and this ivory one here, and they are both having a problem with this part right here, the rear wiper assembly. Yep. I think this is becoming epidemic for these old 300 TDs. We've got this one making a really funny clunking noise, and the one over there in this wagon here is just not working. Just not working at all. So we decided to roll up our sleeves today and really learn something about these rear wiper motor assemblies in these old wagons. But first I want to show you what's going on with this 300 TD, and then we're going to talk about what's causing it. Okay, if you notice this, I turned it on and turned it off, and the wiper will not park. It stays in this position, and I'm not getting full travel. Let me show you. I've got a helper in the car, and he's going to hit the switch so you can see this move, see the problem I'm faced with. See, it should come down over here, and when you turn it off, it should park. It should come all the way down here. So, plus, I don't know if you heard it, but it's kind of clunking in there, and that really concerns me. I'm thinking maybe the gears are shot, but we're going to go ahead and open it up. I've already pulled the panel off, and I'm going to show you. This was a real surprise when we pulled the panel off and then pulled the cover off the motor. To gain access to this wiper drive assembly, you have to pull, the trim off, the back carpet panel off, and this is what it looks like. And you just pull these little pins loose, and this plastic cover comes off. Oh, look what I found. Oh, a screw. Uh-oh. That gives me a clue to what's going on here. I'm going to grab this motor. Look at that. This screw is missing, that screw is missing. So the whole motor is moving around up in here. This bolt has loosened up on this bracket. What do we think is causing all that? But look, we got a crack. Oh no, the housing's cracked. That's not good. It is possible to fix one of these. You gotta get a little metal plate and put a bunch of little pop rivets in. I've seen people try to glue these. That doesn't work. For this to make these bolts fall out and for it to crack the housing, what in the world's going on here? Obviously there's some movement and vibration. What can we take away from this? Well, anytime you're working around these screws that hold this motor to the drive housing, you want to make sure you use Loctite. I don't think they use thread locker at the factory. So we're going to pull this out and get it on the bench, and then we're going to look at some of the other motors we have and see if we can find something that will make a good replacement in this white wagon here. When I think back over the last 15 to 20 years, almost half of these wagon rear wiper motor assemblies are broken when I pull them out. And I'd often wonder, well, what's causing them to break like that? Look at this one. The whole side just broke right out of it. You think, what kind of stress would cause that housing to break? Granted, the housing is cast aluminum. Let's take a look at a couple more that I pulled out. This one is cracked right down the area where the motor mounts. And that's pretty common. You can see that deep crack there. And then finally this third one. Now there's 3 or 4 other ones that I didn't pull out that are also broken. Arms are broken off, but look at the crack there. Now, for those of you familiar with these old wagons, have you had your wiper assembly out lately? Anybody want to guess what is causing those to break? In a few other cases, I've noticed that the motor is burnt out, doesn't work. And this motor here is actually seized. So, what's causing these motors to fail? Notice the plate. This is a real common problem here. This plate just kind of comes off because those rivets wear off. So there's a lot of load on that gear assembly wearing out the rivets in the cover over the main gear. Okay, once again, we're asking ourselves, what's causing these type of problems with these wiper assemblies?